She went before the UN here and talked about feminism.
God bless her.
All right, let's start rolling this clip here, and we'll just roll through and pause it.
Thank you all for being here for this important moment. These men from all over the world have decided to make gender equality a priority in their lives and in their universities. Thank you for making this commitment.
I can tell you what those men look like.
I graduated from university 4
Wait,
years
this
ago.
is too early.
I had always dreamed of going, and I know how fortunate I am.
You started later.
Oh, it gets into it.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure we're not wasting people's time because it gets really bad, and I want to get to that quickly before I have an aneurysm. I don't want to go into a Hillary seizure.
No, no one needs that.
Brown became my home, my community, and I took the ideas and the experiences I had there into all of my social interactions, into my workplace, into my policies, into all aspects of my life.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
I know that my university experience shaped who I am.
Yep, and that's a
Of
problem.
course, it does for many people.
She ain't got no shit.
Right.
But what if our experience at university shows us that women don't belong in leadership? What if it shows us that, yes, women can study, but they shouldn't lead a seminar?
That's not shown anywhere in the university.
What if, as still in many places around the world,
Many places?
it tells us that women don't belong there at all?
Are you talking about like Saudi Arabia?
What if, as is the case in far too many universities, we are given the message that sexual violence isn't actually a form of violence?
Pause. This is before the UN. Name one! Name one university that is... I can...
She's talking about when you just glance at a woman because she happens to be hot and you get jumped on for committing sexual violence. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Name you 50 universities off of the top of my head where gender studies are taught, rape culture is taught. Point me to one university where the curriculum is sexual assault is not really violence 101. Name one. They trot this out, and by the way, they trot this out to demand international sanctions, to demand
all this epidemic of sexual violence is just, a small percent of that is actually sexual violence, where a man or a group of men take a woman or women, whatever the case may be, and either by gunpoint or knife point or by beating them into submission or however, violently fucking raping them. All the other shit is things like the two people are under the have a few drinks and they go home, they go back and they screw, and the next day the girl regrets what she did, and all of a sudden she's a rape victim, and she uses the fact that she was under the influence of alcohol to say that her judgment was impaired and that she was taken advantage of. Yeah, that kind of shit. Or the other kind of shit where a nasty ass bitch wants to get back at somebody for something, or put a politician or somebody out in the community out of commission. So she just falsely accuses him of rape. There was no sexual activity whatsoever. No relationship. No, just flat out a false accusation of rape. So yeah, all that kind of stuff. See, it all adds up. All these accusations and reports of crimes that are crimes. It can make it appear that there's an epidemic of sexual violence toward women, but there really isn't any. There's a small percentage of, there's a crime. There is a rape, a crime rate of so many rapes or whatever, but that's been pretty much steady and static over the last generation since the 60s. And it's no different on college campuses than anywhere else. And it's definitely not an epidemic, a raging epidemic, as these feminists try to say it is. And if you just fucking look at it, one of these fucking man-hating bitches, you're just immediately, what are you looking at? You ain't never seen a woman before. You think I'm a piece of meat? And the woman has got silk fishnet stockings on, high heel boots up to the fucking up to the top of her calf, a tight mini skirt, and a very provocative blouse, very revealing cleavage, and she's got a ton of makeup on her face. But yes, she don't want to be looked at. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Globalist rule of law from the UN to take your rights away. We'll get into that later because the UN called for the United States to give reparations to black Americans. No word yet on African nations who sold them into slavery. Name one university where rape is taught as, we're swept under the rug. Name one university that teaches women you're not allowed to be in a position of leadership. Name one university that is opposed to demanding safe spaces, trigger warnings, and checking your privilege. Name one university that is this bastion of misogyny and rape culture and inequality that Emily...
It's my personal experience, and I'm hearing it from other people that all you have to do is disagree with a woman's viewpoint, and you're an evil chauvinist pig, misogynist, whatever. Yeah, so whatever.
What's her name? Emma Watson is talking about. See, I can't even remember her name. She's so generic. Her opinions are so pedestrian and regurgitated, and she's right. Here's the thing. She's right. The university does shape your worldview. It absolutely does. And she went in there with none. She was a girl. I'll get into this after, because let's go. Just go.
But we know that if you change a student's experiences so they have different expectations of the world around them, expectations of equality, society will change.
Damn it!
As we leave home for the first time to study at the places that we have worked so...
She should convert all her money into coins. She'll have plenty of change. She'll have all the change she ever wants.
Hard to get. We must not see or experience double standards. We need to see equal respect, leadership, and pay.
All right, that's enough. I can't do. Yeah. So this is a stupid person. By the way,
fairness, she spent 10 years in dress up and play with wands, so it's got to qualify for something.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. She. I hear she likes to play with wands. All kinds of wands. As long as they're backed by a large sums of money to play with the wand, as long as it comes with a large sum of money, and that's pretty much how she rolls.
First off, pay. This is a dumb person. I don't know why Emma Watson is like this meme online and people find her attractive or there's something about her that's compelling. I can't think of somebody more ill-informed or...
Because some people might actually, think they see something good in somebody, but it isn't actually there. Because somebody's looking for good in the people, and there's a lot of evil people, and I'm not saying I don't believe in magic, but there's subtle perceptual things that are unconscious. You're not aware of it on the conscious level, and a lot of people that are predatory people, that are nasty people, they have a way of putting what's called a glamour over themselves, and the people perceive the person to be other than what they actually are, and they use that to deceive people and manipulate people.
And bad at their job. She's right. University does shape their worldview. And these kids are going in, it's an indoctrination factory where they're being taught false statistics like you need to go before the UN to demand more pay. She couldn't be more wrong. And like you said, this is Emma Watson's greatest qualification to have an opinion. Not saying she can't have.
Yeah, that's like one of the Harry Potter movies where she threatened not to do the movie after having played Hermione in like 5 of them or something like that, and she wanted more money. So she threatened them not to fucking sign the contract to do the movie, which would totally fuck up the Harry Potter franchise. So yeah, that's whatever.
An opinion, but she's sitting before the UN, who kind of screw up international law a whole lot. Her greatest qualification is she was a cute, if awkward, unibrowed kid who was a good enough actor for them to hand her millions of dollars to take part in a franchise before she even had her first female cycle. So this woman was surrounded by...
Yeah, I said that you would hear that. Yeah, men are evil pigs for just even mentioning the female menstrual system. She's just an evil bastard if you just even bring it up. It's just fucking, whatever.
Piles of cash. And here's the thing, she's talking about that this will shape our worldview, and people will have different expectations. That's true. College does shape your worldview, and people will have different expectations. That's why you have an entire generation of social justice warriors who get their teeth kicked in by the real world because they get into the real world and they realize that it's not safe spaces and trigger warnings.
Well, see, now this guy's wrong there. What is happening in society is all these social justice warriors, these self-righteous little fucking fuck-ups that are just totally anti-God and anti-morality and are doing all kinds of fucking sick shit. Yet they bully everybody else, and then they play them. They claim that they're being oppressed. They're the victims, while they're out fucking being totally fucking violent toward other people, just because they want to be, all sick and disgusting and anti-God like themselves. See, they want tolerance for themselves.